Okay, erythrostomon, also known as Caesalpinia gillesi. Anyway, this plant was known by the medicine men of peoples indigenous to the Amazon rainforest, and 4 grams from the root of this plant is said to induce an abortion in the first trimester of pregnancy. So, if you have it growing beside a quandong, it's possible, not guaranteed, but it's possible that the quandong could be taking up the abortifacient from the root, because quandongs are like an underground mistletoe. Their roots attach onto the roots of other plants. Well, I don't know about every single plant, but they attach onto plants that they want to attach to. Look, my quandong growing experiment has been very successful so far. It's taken about 7 or 8 years from seed, which I bought, and if you check out my channel you can see that, search for quandong, you can see that you can see the process right from the start when I first planted them. Now these are all edible fruits. And the quandong, the quandong is like an underground mistletoe. It's hemiparasitic and it needs host trees. Lots and lots of gorgeous quandongs. It's grown beside an acacia. They like acacia, but they can attach onto other trees. Look at all these beautiful ripe quandongs. You mustn't grow your quandongs beside poisonous trees. It may attach onto the roots of a poisonous tree. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a host tree beside it, and it's a wattle tree, an acacia tree. What is it? Acacia salicina, that one, I think. Look at them all in the lovely morning sunlight. Aren't they lovely? All right, bush tucker. Lovely ripe bush tucker. But be warned, you should be careful. Make sure your quandongs aren't growing near something toxic. All right for a quandong pie. Now, I didn't know, this was all an experiment growing these trees, but just beside here, just nearby, is a young erythrostomon, formerly known as Caesalpinia. Now, 4 grams of the root of this plant can cause an abortion in the first trimester. That's right, isn't it? In the first trimester of pregnancy, 4 grams from the root. This is from South America near the Amazon. And if the quandong attaches to the roots of this plant, and we've got lots of these growing around here, it could take up the abortifacient. It could. So I wouldn't eat from this plant, this particular tree, this particular quandong just here, if it was surrounded by large specimens of this plant, which causes an abortion. I've got lots of quandong trees now, all grown from seed, but you mustn't plant them near toxic trees. They might take up the poison. This is another tree here, they're just ripening on this one. I'm not sure if this one is a sandalwood or a quandong. We've got sandalwood seeds planted everywhere too. But sandalwoods will also take up, they're also hemiparasitic, and like quandong, they will take up the toxins from a poisonous shrub or tree growing nearby. How bright they are in the morning sunlight. They look like baubles, don't they? A bit like a Christmas tree, really. It's so bright, it's so brilliant red. They're like baubles. They're just like baubles. They really are. Extremely drought resistant and quite frost resistant in my location. The roots can travel quite some meters away too. That tree just over there is a photinia, and it's a poison tree too. It has some type of, what are those compounds? Cyanogenic or something, compounds, poison. So you don't want to plant your quandongs near poison trees. Here we are under a nice wattle tree eating a quandong. Yummy, it's rather like a peach in a way. A tangy sort of peach. Delicious bush tucker. Well, it doesn't have to grow in the bush, it can grow anywhere. Anywhere on planet Earth, I suppose. There's the seed. It needs to be treated. Like fine boss shrubs in South Africa, it's got to be treated with smoke, preferably. It would make a nice pie. It's a bit like a quince. Chomp, chomp, chomp. So don't forget, if you're going to grow a quandong tree, or if you're foraging for quandong trees, make sure it's not growing near some very toxic specimen of a plant that might act as a poisonous host. See ya.